Alright, well, we got the high torque Craftsman. Supposedly it's a one pole start. We'll find out. 675 horsepower. I'll get it going. Carburetor's off of it. Toro. And you can tell it's an older model because this is metal. So we're gonna date this and see how old it is, but it's up there. Has no wheels, and I think it's because the previous owner was trying to convert this over to a hovercraft, maybe. I don't know. Hello? Nobody's in there. Nope. It's got the, which I like this, classic idiot proof oil caps. Tell you what type of oil you're supposed to get. Ooh, she's overfilled. Yeah, it's enough there to start back up the Titanic. Alright, let's take this blade off here. I see it's bent. So that's nice. Wow. Something inside is making some grinding noise. Who knows what it is? Ah, that's loose. Ah, got the good old lock washer and washer holding it on there, so look at that. That's junk. Alright, take this apart. Alright, and there we go. She's done. So we're not going to save on this because this is the old style pole string, and I have nothing that works with that, and not going to have junk just sitting around either. So that's it. Scrap pile. So let's see what we got to work with here. So I'm going to take it, I'm going to put it on the workbench over here, and we'll evaluate what all we got. Okay, well, got her over on the workbench here, and I did some evaluating in the scrap pile slash parts department, and I came across these, and they're a perfect match for that handle, so that's great. And I pulled the motor out here, checked her out, everything's good there. Gotta clean it up a little bit more. but this is a 2013 off the serial number I read, so that's good. Made in America, so that's good. Got the wheels here, so we're putting the high-low on there, which pretty sure it came with the high-low. First things first, we're going to put the handles to put on the bar here. So let me get you guys set up and I'll install them. Okay, here we go. Now, as you see, it has a certain curvature to it. Goes like this, right in place, and just tighten her down. Not too tight now, you don't want to crank on it, it'll break these plastic parts off, the wing nuts. See, somebody was in a hurry. I don't know if they broke it or whatever, but they just put a nut and bolt on it, called it a day. We'll put that on the nut and bolt department. There we go. That ain't going nowhere. That's good. We're gonna put the motor on it. But first I'm gonna wipe her down. Here we go. And just double checking to make sure there's no soft spots. That's all. Alright, looks good. Let's put the motor on here. I got the bolts I salvaged off the other one, because I found out that the other one had a bigger flange than this one did, and I checked the threads and they're the same, so that's good. Come on, fixing junk. There we go. Alright, got the front one started. Ain't it amazing? No matter what you're working on, it always ends up in the middle of the object that you're working on. Whatever it is you're working on, it's in the middle. Hey, look at that. Worked. Alright. Now we'll flip it around. Tighten it up. Okay, got the ratchet with the correct socket. Before I zap these in here though, I'm going to spray some blaster on it. That way, you know, it's going to help it. Oh yeah, here we go. You want to make sure the motor is actually seating properly, so it's good to put a little pressure on it. Okay, now when you're done, you want to go 1, 2, 3. Now I'm going to go get a pipe, and then I'm going to give her one good crank, because last thing you want to do is have this, you know, fly off. But if it's got the blade on it, you know, it might come up, but that blade's strong enough, it ain't gonna fly back and hit you. So don't be scared at home and trying this, everyone. You'll be all right. I should say, however, this is what I'm gonna use. However, if you are scared of trying this, go seek professional help. I'm just an amateur YouTube mechanic here. I don't know what I'm doing. So, power on here. Just crank her down a little bit to all of them. Remember these the ears on the mounting brackets for the motor, these are aluminum, so you don't need to give a good E-ho. Just when it stops, you stop. That's it. So we're done now. Remember in the last video when I took this apart, I took off the pulley slip shaft, so I gotta go get that, and then we're going to put on the blade and then the wheels. Here's the pulley. Now I might have said this in the previous video. Now you see this special pattern here? That blade has that special pattern. This is the only blade that you can use. So if you go to a shop and you pick up a blade like this, it ain't gonna work. Unless you want to go ahead and grind it off and all that stuff, go ahead, do that at your own risk, but it ain't gonna work, I'm telling you. So there's a keyway in here, and it's pressed in, and that has to line up with the keyway right here. Now I am going to lubricate this too, because I want to make this as easy as I can be. There we go. Okay, it's on there. Now, time to put the blade on. Remember those notches? They go right here. And these notches right here, they go right there. Now notice that they're bent. It's because they put pressure up against the blade to stabilize it. Now, take this. Enough. Just tighten it until you can't. Now, if you're really worried about it flying off, you can put a bar on it and give it one little oomph. That ain't going nowhere. Alright, now on to the wheels. Now this one I took off, and the reason why I took it off is I wanted to see if I had the right studs. Well, lo and behold, I actually had a packet of them, so that's good. Use that for the rears. Now, I had to go to a hardware store because I only had 3, and you know, it requires 4. So what do? Well, if you're in a pinch or you want to save some money, for $2, you can do this. You take a regular bolt, and just slide it right in there like so, and there you go. Now to show you that I ain't lying, there you go. That ain't going nowhere. Easy, cheap, and effective. On to the wheels. Now, as you've seen, we only had one wheel that came with this rare model here. Well, I don't want to use the ones off of there, but I found this other set here, and they're actually bigger. They're about the same size as the one that came off. So we're going to use those. We'll put these ones on. You know, we'll clean them up too. At least we have options. That way I'm not, you know, not dead in the water saying, oh no, what am I gonna do? Wait till next trash week and see if I can find me some wheels. And we're gonna clean this one up. There we go. Homemade stud in place. There we go. Let's get the rear wheels on. See how it looks. Alright, we'll get this, this flag out of the way. It was on the mower when I got it. But boy, this thing starting to look like an actual machine that, you know, you can get at the store. What, about $200, $400, something like that now? Right off the street. I mean, you can't beat that. All right, got the spacers, got the stud here that came off of this originally, mounted up. What we gotta do here? I'll be right back. There. Here we go. Look at that. Perfect. Now, weather's getting pretty, you know, not in our favor, so I'm gonna call it. But that's it, guys. I mean, off the side of the road, saved a good motor, saved some, you know, wheels, showed you guys how to make a stud that you could do at home, hardware stores, anywhere in a jiffy, and got very, very little money into it. I mean, nuts and bolts, that's pretty much it. Alright guys, that's it. So if you guys like this content, please give a thumbs up. Please hit that subscribe button if you would, please. Later.